Hello guys, welcome back once again. And today we are gonna check the boy who broke the bank. One of the best ever lessons I have ever. This is one of the best ever comedy and a very intriguing story that you can ever have in your life. Basically, the story is about rumors, lie, and lack of information, and so many rumors, so many different things like WhatsApp University, as we have a kind of a message which is sent by somebody else, and without knowing any authenticity and evidence, we forward to another one. The same thing happens in our story, and we are going to enjoy it definitely. So before starting our lesson, I just wanted to take you a quick tour to our words at our left side of the board. Paragraph wise, we are going to go in a lesson. So the first paragraph, we have 3-4 difficult words which I think should be mentioned here. So let's we have a look of it. Check it out. Grumble. That word, similar meaning of grumble word in English is moaned. मोनिंग मोट मराठीमध्ये त्याचा अर्थ चिडलेला आपल्या लेसनच्या हिशोबाने होणार आहे. देन त्याचा दुसरा पण अर्थ होतो मेंटली डिस्ट्रेस्ड और एक्झॉस्टेड एन्झायटी. दॅट टाइप ऑफ वर्ड्स कॅन बी ॲडेड टू द सिमिलर वर्ड, पण आपल्या लेसनमध्ये त्याचा अर्थ चिडलेला असा होतो. सेकंड वर्ड फ्रॉम फर्स्ट पॅराग्राफ, ओन्ड, OWN. सिमिलर मीनिंग ऑफ दिस वर्ड इन इंग्लिश, having honor means कशाचा तरी मालक होणे, म्हणजे स्वतःच्या मालकीची एखादी वस्तू असणे. थर्ड वर्ड, passed by, passing by, passer by, passed by. This types of word can be used in English. passed by verb आहे, त्याचे सिमिलर मीनिंग होईल went. went ला मोस्टली बाय लावत नाही, पण मी इथे लावलेला आहे तुम्हाला समजावून म्हणून keep in your mind, most of the time by doesn't come along with went. I have used it for the sake of understanding, that will keep in your mind. passed by, च्या जवळून जाणे, म्हणजे इथे सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब आहे, च्या जवळून गेला. देन वी हॅव पॅराग्राफ सेकंड. सो 3 difficult words I think should be mentioned here. So check this out. The very first, annoyed. Annoyed. ड ळ हा त्याचा उच्चार होत नाही, वरकडे नाही, what, ट किंवा ड. Annoyed, त्याचा जो सिमिलर मीनिंग वर्ड आहे इंग्रजीमध्ये irritated. The meaning of that word in Marathi, चिडलेला, the same. Grumbled, irritated, annoyed. पण थोड्या मानसिकरित्या थोड्या वेगळ्या पद्धतीने वापरतात. मानसिक चिडलेला वेगळा, स्वभावानं वेगळा, अशा पद्धतीने. तर हा स्वभावानं जो माणूस चिडलेला असतो छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टीवरून, त्याच्यासाठी जास्त वापरतात. Don't irritate me. Stop banging the door. अशा पद्धतीने. Refuse. हा एक शब्द आलेला आहे. Refuse, reject. And you know the meaning of reject. कोणत्याही वस्तूला किंवा गोष्टीला मनाई करणे. I reject these things in my life. Then banged, banging the door. दरवाजा आपण जेव्हा धाड करून वाजवतो त्याला बँग असं सुद्धा एक अर्थ आहे. बँग त्याचा सिमिलर आहे स्लॅम्ड, आणि त्याचा अर्थ होईल मराठीमध्ये जोराने वाजवणे. Then paragraph third we have 2 difficult words I think. Look out. Look चा अर्थ आपल्याला माहित असतो, but when such a type of suffix are joined, then word got its meaning changed. So look out चा अर्थ येईल watch out. Watch out, there is a pit, म्हणजे खड्डा आहे इकडे, सांभाळून जा. watch out, पाहणे, शोधणे. इथे शोधणे च्या in search of या अर्थाने तो वापरलेला आहे. barefoot, barefoot चा अर्थ shoeless means पायात काहीही नाही घातलेलं वाहन, त्याला अनुवानी आपण असं मराठीमध्ये म्हणू शकतो. We have paragraph 4. There is no any difficult word in paragraph 4. Whatever words we have, you have already learned it. Paragraph 5. Let's jump into the paragraph 5. Only one word we have, that is instructions. Most of the time, instruction is used for the notification, but here directions in our lesson. And all the meaning and all the word we are learning according to our lesson to understand. In order to understand that, so instruction, here we can add direction as a similar meaning of English. त्याचा मराठीमध्ये सूचना. इथे जास्त करून त्याचा अर्थ वेगळा आहे, परंतु सूचना म्हणून तुम्ही समजून घ्या. प्रत्येक शब्दाला त्या लेसनच्या हिशोबाने घ्यावं लागतं इंग्रजीमध्ये. तुम्ही शब्दाचा अर्थ जर केला तर त्याचा अनर्थ होईल, म्हणून तसं करू नका. Then paragraph 6. We have paragraph 6, and paragraph 6 is of course little bit big one, so the words are more. One of them is shady, shade, shady. Concealचा अर्थ असतो एखाद्या गोष्टीला झाकून ठेवणे, पण इथे आपण ते का वापरलेलं आहे? छाया देणारा, झाकून ठेवलेला, छाया देणारा. Shady is used for the most of the time trees or for such a type of things which can cover rest of the things. Another word is used in paragraph 6, fanning. Fanning चा अर्थ असतो टॉर्चरिंग, पण इथे आपण ट्रबलसम घेऊया. ट्रबलसम त्रासदायक, इथे त्रास देणार आहे लेसन मध्ये. Fanning is sunshine. Fanning we can say advises, त्रास देतात, mental. Affirmed, assert, declare, say, explain, सगळे सेम लिहिलेले आहे. पण इथे आपण assert घेतलेला आहे, ठासून सांगितलेला आहे. म्हणजे जिथे सांगितलेलं लिहिलेलं आहे पण त्याचा अर्थ असतो जास्त प्रेशर देऊन, जास्त घात देऊन सांगणे. Another word we have exhausted, fatigue, and again anxiety. That type of word is there. Exhausted हे मानसिकरित्या वापरला जाणारा शब्द आहे. Too tired, इथे तो too tired या अर्थाने आहे, म्हणजेच खूप थकलेला आहे. मॅनेजर साठी सगळे शब्द आलेले आहेत. एम्प्लॉईजचा अर्थ असतो सर्वंट्स, आणि त्याचा अर्थ असतो कर्मचारी किंवा नोकर जे काम करतात. वेजेस सिमिलर मीनिंग ऑफ दैट वर्ड इज सॅलरी, पे हा एक शब्द आहे. एक्झॅक्ट वर्ड इज पे, पण त्याला आपण सॅलरी म्हणू शकतो. त्याचा अर्थ होईल पगार किंवा वेतन, महिन्याला मिळणार. And paragraph 7, there is no word. Paragraph 7 is so small and all the words you know about it because that is of your daily concern. Lessonचं exact lesson मध्ये तुम्ही काय शिकणार आहात? What is the message of the lesson? How does the fake news, rumors, lack of informations and disbeliefs and how these things destroy the other things. जीवनामध्ये अफवा, खोट्या गोष्टी, चुकीच्या गोष्टी किंवा खोटी विश्वास, आश्वासनं आणि संभाषणातील, माझ्या बोलण्यातील आणि तुमच्या ऐकण्यामध्ये किंवा तुमच्या बोलण्यामध्ये आणि माझ्या ऐकण्यात जर गैरसमज निर्माण झालेला असेल तर असा गैरसमज किती विध्वंस माजू शकतो, किती संकट उभी करू शकतो, हे या लेसनमधून आपण शिकणार आहोत. Apart from that, Ruskin want try to unlock the different types of shades of the personality of the person. माणसाच्या स्वभावाचे वेगवेगळे वैशिष्ट्य लेखकाने सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. And this is absolutely stunning because everybody you just relate these things if you read it. That's why this is so much famous among the readers. If I read it, I can relate these things to me because somehow or some other I will have kind of a drawbacks. आपण एखादी गोष्ट दुसऱ्याकडून ऐकतो आणि मग तिला आपल्याकडून ऍड करून ती तिसऱ्यापर्यंत पोहोचवतो, तिसरा चौथ्यापर्यंत पोहोचवतो आणि ती जी बातमी आहे ओरिजिनली वेगळी असते आणि every time whenever it pass to another one and lead ones to another and it gets different shape, different meaning and complete picture have been changed. A very horrible and very dramatic impact of the false thing is explained into this lesson. So let's we have this is all about your lesson. What will you learn? काय शिकणार आहात तुम्ही ह्या लेसन मधून? तर अफवा किंवा बोलणे आणि ऐकण्यामधला जो गैरसमज आहे आणि खोट्या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्याच्यावर असणारा विश्वास जर व्यवस्थितरित्या समजला गेला नाही तर तो किती मोठा विध्वंस माजू शकतो, किती म्हणजे विनाश करू शकतो. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द लेसन्स. लाईफचे कॅरेक्टर्स असतील, लाईफ असेल, वस्तू असतील, सगळे यांना बरबाद होऊ शकतो. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट. सो लेट्स सी हाऊ विदाउट ड्यू page number 48. The very first I'm going to start from page number 48. If once again I'm telling you, whenever I will read the very first paragraph, you have to be there. Your attention should be on each line wherever I will read. If you face any kind of a difficult word, please have a quick look on the left side of the board. So before starting our lesson, everybody see on page number 48. The boy who broke the bank. एक मुलगा ज्यानं सगळी बँक उद्ध्वस्त केलेली आहे. सो लेट्स वी ब्रेक द बँक. रुस्किन बॉन्ड 1934. रुस्किन बॉन्ड हे ॲक्च्युली त्यांचे आईवडील हे ब्रिटिश आहेत. ते ही वॉज लिव्हिंग इन इंडिया, बट ही वॉज बॉर्न इन इंडिया, रेस्ड इन इंडिया, and still he is in India. And he is so much famous personality among the literature and writings of our children. So he was awarded by the Indian Council of Education and Research. So many awards have been given him. That is the one of recognizable awards we can say to give or to achieve to the person who has done something an extraordinary things in a respective field. Among them is Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Bhushan also, respectively in 1999 or 2014. So these are the things which is about Ruskin Bond. Let's we start our lesson on page number 48. Everybody, on your first paragraph. Your first paragraph begins from Nathu, one of the characters, and will end head. Okay, so let's we start now. Nathu grumbled to himself. Grumbled. Check out the meaning on there. Nathu grumbled to himself as he swept the steps of the Pimple Nagar bank owned by Selu. He used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly, and the dust, after raising in a cloud above his head, settled down again on the steps. As Nathu was banging his pan against a dustbin, Sitaram, the washerman's son, passed by. Sitaram was on his delivery round. He had a bundle of freshly passed clothes balanced on his head. This is all about first paragraph. What does writer want to say? The very first character, Nathu, who is a sweeper boy, working in a bank as a sweeping or as a sweeper boy. He was working and he was sweeping in a bank early in the morning maybe, and he was frustrated. Maybe some kind of a thing was disturbing that boy. Nathu was the only person or only character who made this all thing happen within 24 hours. Who is responsible to collapse the bank? But he did not know how. So he was cleaning the bank as the job, as part of his job. Suddenly, and maybe he was not carelessly he was doing it somehow. Why? Because he had some problem. Maybe he did not get his pay or something like that. Suddenly, another person from or another boy of the same town who was a washerman's son. His name was Sita. He passed through, means he was going from there. He stopped. He was going from there. The bank was owned by Sayyad Govindram. This is the introduction when scene comes. And keep in your mind, the same thing the story will end with the same thing as we started. Okay, come on, jump on the second paragraph. If you come across any difficult one, you have here the meanings. Second paragraph. पहिल्या पॅराग्राफमध्ये लेखकाने फक्त इंट्रोडक्शन दिलेलं आहे. नथू नावाचा जो कॅरेक्टर आहे, जो की ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टीसाठी रिस्पॉन्सिबल आहे, त्याच्यामुळेच ती बँक पूर्णपणे बर्बाद झालेली आहे, उद्ध्वस्त झालेली आहे. तो त्या बँकेच्या समोर झाडत आहे. त्याच्या मनामध्ये काहीतरी वेगळं चालत आहे. तो त्या म्हणजे त्याला काम करायचं नाही असं त्या ॲक्शनवरून वाटतोय. आणि परत तो त्या डस्टबिनला काहीतरी, आपण नाही एखाद्या वेळेस आपल्या मनामध्ये वेगळी गोष्ट चालत असते ना, आपल्या हातात पेन असतो, तोंडात घाल, कुठेतरी मार, आपल्याला करायचा असतो अभ्यास, आणि आपल्या डोक्यामध्ये वेगळ्या गोष्टी असतात. मीन्स यू आर मेंटली कम्प्लिटली डिस्टर्ब्ड. यू आर नॉट ऑन युअर ओन. द सेम थिंग इज विथ नथू. आणि तेच सुरू होतं. तो थोडासा धावायचा, कुठेतरी काहीतरी असं करायचा, आणि मग त्याच्याकडे जे पॅड होतं, पॅड तिथे आपलं आपण कचरा जमा करतो, सुकळी वगैरे काहीतरी म्हणतो, त्या डस्टबिनला तो मारत होता. म्हणजे त्याचं लक्ष तिथे नव्हतं. ही वॉज थिंकिंग डीपली समथिंग एल्स विच वॉज गोइंग ऑन इन हिज माइंड. तेवढ्यातच तो त्या गावात, त्या टाउनमधलाच, त्या शहरातलाच धोब्याचा एक मुलगा आहे, सीताराम त्याचं नाव दिलेलं आहे. तो तिथे येतो कारण तो डिलिव्हरी राऊंडवर आहे. he has a work to deliver the clothes which have been ironed, washed and pressed, and he has to deliver them to the customers. So he was going through the bank. It was early in the morning, maybe the people were waiting for the clothes. तो तिथे थांबलेला आहे. आता प्रॉब्लेम हे काय की जेव्हा अशा गोष्टी घडत असतात, मीन्स फॉर एक्झाम्पल दॅट मॅन वॉज गोइंग, ही हॅज अ क्लोथ्स वॉश्ड अँड व्हाईट, अँड द बॉय Nathu who was raising the dust. These are contradictory. इट इज आयरनी अँड ऑल थिंग्स आर हिअर इन द स्टोरी. आयरनी म्हणजे हे विसंगत गोष्टींचा सगळा खेळ आहे या सगळ्या याच्यामध्ये स्टोरीमध्ये. तर हे विसंगत होणार आहे कारण त्याला त्या गोष्टीपासून अडचण होईल आणि मग तो काहीतरी ते गडबड होणार आहे. सो पॅराग्राफ नंबर 2 ऑन पेज नंबर 48 everybody. Don't raise such dust. He got out to Nathu. Are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you an extra 2 rupees a month? I didn't wish to talk about it, complained the sweeper boy. I haven't even received my regular pay, and this is the 20th of the month. Who would think a bank would hold up a poor man's salary? As soon as I get my money, I'm off. Not another week I work in this place. I had to bang the pan against the dustbin several times just to emphasize his point and giving him confidence. Paragraph 2, I have already told you, so many things are contradictory. I guess that boy was bringing clothes, were so fresh and neat. That boy, Nathu was sweeping the bank, raising the dust and so kind of dirt. That's why the boy stopped. Who Sita, who is a son of washerman. And what did he answer? He said, "Don't raise the dust. You just stop it. Let me pass now. Don't do that because my clothes will be dirty." Then, by doing this, it was his business. That person means those who was a sitara as a person. Suppose if I meet you, it's okay. How are you? I'm fine. It's okay. Go. But he did not go from there by saying this much. He stopped, and that is one of the character of the human being. We are so interested to find out what is happening in someone's life instead of us, without any reason. Then he stopped there and asked him, "What?" That is the point. He asked to the Nathu, "Are you still angry? Why?" Because that bank did not pay you the money or extra 2 rupees a month. Nathu did not discuss any single point, any single thing about his salary and anything else. But that boy started to talk because that washerman's boy wanted to know everything what is going on in somebody's life. That is one of the characteristics of human being. Keep in your mind. Second, Nathu said he was already in a stress. He is already exhausted. He is already in a problem. Nathu stands for the community who is depressed. Nathu stands for the people who is already deprived, those who are in a trouble of the society. Every character stands for something as a human behavior. Then Nathu said, "I don't want to talk about it. Leave it. I don't want to talk about it. And who cares? I just will complete my month and get my salary and I will leave the job. I will do another job." Because he wants the money. He has to run the home or something else. Then afterwards he was just banging, keep banging on the dustbin. That action shows the Nathu means that sweeper boy. He was exhausted. He was angry. He was not comfortable with the mental and physical state. Then this was all about paragraph 2. Paragraph 2 मध्ये लेखकानं माणसाच्या स्वभावाच्या 2 गोष्टी इथं एक्सप्लेन केलेल्या आहेत. एक तर आपण नेहमी दुसऱ्याच्या जीवनामध्ये काय चाललंय ते जाणून घेण्यासाठी जास्त इच्छुक असतो, जे की आपल्याला गरज नसते आणि गरज नसलेल्या गोष्टी आपण करत असतो. सीताराम हा त्यासाठीच तिथे उभा आहे, कारण त्याला तिथून तो जात असताना धूळ वगैरे काहीतरी उडत होती. त्याचं काम होतं की बरं थांब, मला जाऊ दे, फिनिश्ड. पण तो त्याने तसं केलं नाही. त्या दोघांच्या मुलाला तो तिथं थांबला. मग त्याने एक विषय काढला. तो विषय ऑलरेडी त्याला माहीत होता की नथूला पेमेंट भेटत नाहीये, त्याची पगार होत नाहीये. नथूने सांगितलं की महिना झालाय, करंट महिन्यामध्ये 20 दिवस झालेले आहेत की मला पगार भेटलेला नाहीये. 2 रुपये एक्स्ट्राची तर गोष्ट सोडून द्या, माझा वैयक्तिक पगार सुद्धा मला भेटलेला नाही. आणि एवढी गोष्ट त्या मुलाला त्याला सांगितलेली आहे. तर एवढं म्हणजे 2 कॅरेक्टर्स आपल्याला तिथे आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. One who is always trying to see what is something in others' life as entertainment, and another who is depressed part of the society. Keep in your mind two things. Paragraph number third, it will begin on page number 49 of your textbook. Paragraph number third, and it will begin from when I wish. Okay, did you get it? Paragraph number third, page number 49 of your textbook. If you come across any difficult word, I will keep telling on, but two words are there, so try just look it, check it out. Paragraph number third. Here we go. Well, I wish you luck, said Sitaram. I will keep a lookout for any jobs that might suit you. And he plodded barefoot along the road, the big bundle of clothes hiding most of his head and shoulders. This is the picture of old Indian village. Maybe soon after the independence of India, what type of people used to live. At that time, most of the people had no hygiene and styling of the life. If they don't have anything in their food, it's okay. Let it go. It was not a big deal as we have right now, as we are really very concerned about so many things you're gonna have. So Sitaram said, "It's okay, don't worry. You just calm down. I will search some kind of a job because I have lots of contacts." Sitaram has so many contacts, even almost all the town contacts as a customers, because he is a washerman, or he wash the clothes and press them and iron them and send to the customers. So that's why he has a very authentic connections. So easily he can find. Sitaram can find another job for him. And by doing this, he had a lot of weight on his head, Sitaram, along with iron and wash clothes. So he wanted to deliver them. Went from there. So this is the happenings, and from here the story takes the climax, turns in a different dimension. थर्ड पॅराग्राफ मध्ये लेखकानं पुन्हा एक गोष्ट इथे सांगितलेली आहे की सीतारामला एक लक्षात घ्या, सीतारामला नथूनं सांगितलं नव्हतं की मला जॉब. हे लोकांचं वैशिष्ट्य असतं. तुमच्या डोक्यावर हात ठेवतील आणि परत पाय सुद्धा ठेवतील, न विचार न सांगता. दॅट इज अनदर कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ ह्युमन बीइंग. You don't need any help. You didn't ask anybody else. But the people always try to find out to insert in your personal life. Same thing is happening there. Everything from here, the story has a very different climax. See now how things have changed. Nathu did not say the bank has no money. Nathu did not mention about anything else regarding bank. One thing. Second, Nathu just said he did not get his pay. Two things we can understand. One, the ignorance of the manager of the bank, because Nathu was a poor person. He was immensely need of his payment or his pay, but bank did not pay the attention. It means another characteristic of personality. What? Carelessness. And how carelessness makes a thing entirely so horrible. If you do not pay the attention to the carelessness, then but Nathu did not mention anything about a bank. That you keep in your mind, because afterwards he will reveal so many things. So paragraph number 4, we are jumping on paragraph number 4, page number 49 of your textbook, everybody. Paragraph number 4. I didn't see any difficult word in paragraph number 4. So all words are familiar. You may have been learning this since so many years. Paragraph number 4. At the fourth home he visited, Sitaram. Sitaram heard the lady of the house mention that she was in need of sweeper. Relate these things to Nathu. Tying his bundle together, he said, "I know of a sweeper boy who is looking for work. He can start from next month. He is with the bank just now, but they aren't given him his pay. That is important. And he wants to leave." "Is that so?" said Mrs. Srivastava. Mrs. Emarius. If a lady is married, we use in English Emarius, Mrs. If a lady is not married, we use Miss. And otherwise in short, only MS or something like that. It is called spinster, maid, spinster. And if a person who is married or unmarried, Mr. Only Mr. is used. So Mrs. Srivastava, well, tell him to come and see me tomorrow. That is the point I will explain. And Sitaram, glad that he had been of service of both a customer and his friend, hoisted his bag on the shoulder and went away. Okay, what is about fourth paragraph? Fourth paragraph, after dealing the dialogues with the Nandu, Sitaram went to the customers. That was the fourth number customer. He was delivering his clothes, and that customer's name was Mrs. Srivastava, one of the maybe leisure class family of that town. Maybe her husband is not mentioned there, but her husband might be in a service of government. She had a luxurious or deluxe lifestyle. So that was the fourth number customer, and Sitaram heard that lady who was inside the home was talking about, oh, I need sweeper boy because see that much space in my home, I could not do that, so I need one person. And Sitaram heard that. Sitaram clicked these things to the Nathu because earlier, soon before, he had talked and heard that Nathu was in search of job. Being a friend, he wanted to do something. Most of the people try to show or try to do something because they wanted to be recognized as a somebody else. There are two ways to attract the attention. Either you sit like a saint or jump like a monkey. Two ways are useful. So this is one of the way to recognition. So he heard the lady was in need of sweeper boy. Sitaram, the boy, washerman's bag boy, talked to the lady that he said, I have a friend who is in need of a job. He's a sweeper boy. So you can hire him. But he could not come right now. Why? Because he's with a bag. Is there a need to mention about only bag? It was sufficient. एवढं पूर्ण झालं असतं की तो म्हणला असता की माझा एक मित्र आहे त्याला जॉब पाहिजे. That's it. But he did not stop there. And that is the personality. That is the character of human being. We always try to add something. And he added something. And that is really very important. And that is which turned the whole story into different arena. So he said he is with the bank and bank is unable to pay. Bank is going, collapse. Bank is about to collapse. Bank has no money. That thing was going on. On the other hand, he is so proud of himself. Why? Because on the one hand, he found the job for his friend. On the other hand, he had the customer. He's the great. He worked in a both way. Kill two birds in one stone. Then, paragraph 4 मध्ये लेखकानं उल्लेख केलेला आहे. सीताराम जो होता, जो की एक धोबीचा मुलगा होता, आपल्या जे कपडे त्यांना कस्टमरचे त्यात देण्यासाठी तो जात होता गावामध्ये. चौथ्या नंबरचं जे घर होतं, चौथ्या नंबरचं जे कस्टमर होतं, तो मिसेस श्रीवास्तव ह्या होत्या. त्यांनी काय केलं, त्या काहीतरी बोलत होत्या मध्ये की मला आता एक मुलगा पाहिजे, घरात खूप घाण होती, मला साफसफाईला कोणीतरी माणूस पाहिजे. हे ऐकल्याबरोबर सीतारामने ती गोष्ट त्या नथू सोबत कनेक्ट केली आणि म्हटलं माझा एक मित्र आहे नथू, त्याला कामाची गरज आहे. इतकं बोलून तो थांबला असता तर पुढची घटना घडली नसती. पण माणूस तसं थांबत नाही. त्यानं काय केलं, काय की माझा मित्र जो आहे सध्या बँकेमध्ये काम करतोय, बँक त्याला पगार देत नाही, बँकेमध्ये पगार नसेल बहुतेक, आणि तो खूप परेशान झालेला आहे. मागील 1-1.5 महिन्यापासून त्याला पैसे भेटले नाहीये आणि तो जॉब सोडणार आहे. आता त्यानं हे मिसेस श्रीवास्तवला सांगितलेलं आहे. एका स्त्रीला जर एक बातमी कळाली तर ती अख्ख्या गावामध्ये पसरण्याची शक्यता असते असं म्हणतात म्हणा. मग ती म्हटली की ठीक आहे, सो की त्याला सांग उद्या येऊन मला भेटून जा, मी काम देऊन टाकेल. पण आता इथे दोन गोष्टी आहेत. एक तर त्या सीतारामला तर दोन गोष्टीची म्हणजे त्याला आनंद आहे. एक तर त्याने त्याच्या कस्टमरला हेल्प केली, दुसरी त्याने त्याच्या मित्राला सुद्धा हेल्प केली. पण ही हेल्प नव्हती, ही खूप अवघड गोष्ट आहे. दिस इज वन ऑफ द थिंग्स दॅट टर्न द स्टोरी इनटू डिफरंट डायमेन्शन. आता इथून स्टोरी वेगळ्याच पटरीवर येणार आहे. पेज नंबर 49, paragraph number 5. We have difficult one word, I think, and rest of the words are familiar. Mrs. Srivastava had to do some shopping. She gave instruction to Aya about looking after the baby and told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. Then she set out for the people in the marketplace to make her customary tour of the cloth shops. आता इथे काय झालेलं आहे? What happens in the paragraph number 5? Mrs. Srivastav, who was the customer of Sitaram, she had a tradition. She always used to go where to take a tour. Customary tour इथे एक शब्द आलेला आहे. Customary tour असतो. That is the tradition. If you just have to take a tour, you don't have any work. Just have to watch out the people who is doing what is going somebody's business. Mind all the businesses of the people. So she instructed. I have that word. What is there in our passage? AYAH meaning will the lady who takes care of the babies. हा मराठी word आणि हिंदी म्हणजे भारतीय शब्द आहे आया. There is no word for English. Maid एक शब्द आहे पण तो this will not match at all. Then so she instructed Aya to take care of the baby, and even she has a cook told her that cook should not be late for the afternoon food because maybe her husband might come to the home for the midday meal. Then she went to the market to check out what is going on and which new things are there. Maybe she might have another friend. Then Mrs. Srivastav had to do some shopping. Paragraph number 5. लेखकाने पॅराग्राफ नंबर 5 मध्ये एक गोष्ट मेन्शन केलेली आहे. मिसेस श्रीवास्तव बद्दल त्यांनी माहिती दिलेली आहे. मिसेस श्रीवास्तव त्यांचं एक वैशिष्ट्य आहे. त्याच्याकडे शी इज वन ऑफ द मिडल क्लास फॅमिली. तिच्याकडे कुक आहे. तिच्याकडे एक म्हणजे स्त्री आहे. तिच्या मुलाचं देखभाल करण्यासाठी तिने सगळ्यांना इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिलेलं आहे. आता ती दररोजच्या ती जसं जाते दररोज फिरायला तसं ती फिरायला जाते. देन paragraph number 6. And now, from now on, paragraph number 6 onwards, our story has a quite different thing. इथपर्यंत कोणीही कॅरेक्टरनं बँक बुडाली असं मेन्शन केलं नव्हतं, पण इथून आता गोष्टी चेंज होणार आहे. पेज नंबर 49, last paragraph number 6. This is one of the biggest paragraphs. That's why the more difficult words are there. If you come across any difficult word, please check this out. A large shady tamarind tree, tamarind चिंचेचं झाड, tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar, and it was here that Mrs. Srivastav found her friend Mrs. Bhushan sheltered from the heat. Mrs. Bhushan was fanning herself with a large handkerchief. She complained of the summer, which she affirmed was definitely the hottest in the history of Pimple Nagar. That is the place where story took. She then showed Mrs. Srivastav a sample of the cloth she was going to buy, and for 5 minutes they discussed its shade, texture, design, and so many things. Having exhausted this topic, Mrs. Srivastav said, "Do you know, my dear, that said going rounds bank can't even pay its employees. Only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper who hasn't received his wages for a month." What do we have in paragraph number 6? The very first that lady, Mrs. Srivastav, went outside for a tour. Then she met her friend. She is Mrs. Bhushan, and both of them are into the market where a very huge and shady tamarind tree was there, and both of them were discussing under it. About what? First they started discussing about the problems. Means they had a problem. It was so hot and summer days. So first discussion was on this. Then the discussion went on the clothes. Both of them were discussing about the texture and what kind of clothes are there. After being bored with the discussion of clothes, another thing came. Mrs. Srivastav disclosed or said to Mrs. Bhushan, "What? Do you listen, my dear?" said Ram Govinds. His bank is going bankrupt. Means his bank is going to collapse. And what did she say? She said she heard this from the sweeper boy. Nathu did not go there and said her. Even Sitaram said her. That was the washerman's son. But she said these things. And this is what happens in the society. And from there, she said the bank did not pay the money to the boy since so many days, and bank has a very bad time which is going on right now. So these things, and she said to the Mrs. Bhushan, she will definitely spread the things like fire. So पॅराग्राफ 6 मध्ये लेखकाने सांगितलेलं आहे की दोन्ही मैत्रिणी मिसेस भूषण आणि मिसेस श्रीवास्तव त्या दोघी जण एका बाजारामध्ये एक मोठं चिंचेचं झाड आहे तिथे भेटतात आणि दोघांचं बोलणं असतं. आधी ते थोडंसं वातावरण आहे पिंपळनगरमध्ये जे ऊन वाढलेलं आहे त्याच्याबद्दल बोलणं होतं. मग थोड्या वेळानंतर कपड्याबद्दल बोलतात, कपड्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या टेक्स्चर्स आणि स्टाईलबद्दल बोलतात. आता बोर झाल्यानंतर लगेच मिसेस श्रीवास्तवनं विषय काढला मिसेस भूषणकडं की तुम्हाला माहीत आहे का की आपल्या गावामध्ये जे सेठ गोविंदरामची जी बँक आहे त्या बँकेमध्ये पैसेच नाही, कारण त्यांनी त्या तिथे झाडू वगैरे साफसफाई करणारा जो मुलगा आहे त्याला पैसे दिले नाही. आणि इथूनच ती स्टोरी बदलत असते. सो स्टोरी गेट्स चेंज फ्रॉम नाव ऑन. पेज नंबर 50 we have page number 50.